Overcorrection is a concept where you have a certain movement that you expect might fall short of the mark with aligners, and therefore you're going to sort of overdo it so that you don't fall short. And this can be effective for certain movements, but I want to show you a form of overcorrection a lot of people might use. I have this set in modify mode, so I can only toggle back and forth. We see a crowded narrow arch, and there we see nice alignment. Now you can notice the torque on this tooth is improper, and that'll be something that you have to modify, but that's not even what I want to show you, although I can go through that. Here's what I want to show you. If you look at tooth number 26, you see how that tooth is aligning with a tremendous amount of buccal root torque. And I don't think that will ever play out. Now, some doctors might say, okay, yeah, but I don't want it to sort of purely lean forward. I need to move that root forward. So I'll overdo it. But the concept is if the aligners are built on an incremental pattern with this movement built into it, the tooth just may not fit properly in there. And so I want to tone this down a little bit. So here's what I do. I go to the root torquing tool, and I'm going to bring this back in what I think will be a more realistic position. And it's not by a lot. I will allow that tooth to do what it really ultimately is going to end up doing and still be acceptable. Okay, I'm going to match that on the other teeth as well. Simply by doing that, now number 23 looks more reasonable. Now I sent the case in with some instructions, but I didn't tell them to move the teeth like that. Okay, so now take a look. This is what I would say still has some buccal root torque. I think I'm going to even do less. Now you can always add more, perhaps, if this plays out and you feel that that is not enough. That's okay. I'm trying to grab this. There we go. And the point here is that this movement is going to be more realistic. And to me, that's going to keep those teeth fitting in the aligner without attachments better and still have a reasonable result. I think the patient will be happy with this. And yes, you could see the root torque on 26 is slightly palatable, but I would be thrilled with this result. Now, this does not relate to the stability of the case. If you were able to get that root all the way forward as you saw it before, you'd still need to wear a retainer. I think even more so. And so, yeah, this case is going to be prone to relapse if the patient's not careful, but in terms of wearing retainers. But this is a simple modification you can do across the board when you see over-engineered or over-corrected movements, especially with regard to the root. Hope this helps.